Hi viewers. How's everyone doing? Just give me a second. Let me put this on properly. Why is it echoing so much? Okay, there you go. Oh yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever you are. Good before, good now, good yesterday, good forever. Um, I just want to say thank you to guys who've been subscribing lately. I just want to say thank you. I see the 1 or 2 subscribers that I get daily. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I will try the best I can because I'm a one-man unit. I have to do all the research, then find the information, then I need to combine it with, you know, I need to do the editing by myself. I don't use AI to do anything. I do manually. I have to do everything by myself. And I just want to say thank you to those who subscribe and those who are gonna watch these and subscribe again. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you guys. If you see the thumbnail, really, I'm what you call the Decipher. All right, I don't need to bring my initials out again. It's too lame, but you get the gist. Um, so there is several couple of videos that I found, but this one really kind of it struck me differently. You know what? Screw it. Let's do something different today. Let me give you the background. This is me. All right. This is what you see every day. This is the real me. Let me remove it. Um, so guys, if you know me personally, you know that I'm one of those individuals that when I give my perspective about something, I don't have hate in me. I don't have how do you want to call it? I don't come with this mean. I'm not mean spirited. I'm not. I just give a perspective from how I see it. Now, you don't have to like it. You don't have to believe it. But if you truly want to say you want to move from a place of looking at things from your own perspective to start looking at things from a different perspective, which means you figure exactly where the truth lies. All right. I found a video today. Yeah, as was yesterday. I said I can't really do it last night because I was hot. And if I'm hot, I will say something inflammatory. I know for sure. And it will be taken out of context because you think, oh, yeah, goes on the podcast again, trying to throw shades at people, anything like that. But this one kind of hit me a little bit differently. And it shows you the nature of the world that we live in today. It's really amazing that we've get to this point. I mean, I'm talking about America. If you watch my content for a while, I've said it religiously. I have no problem with America, but their culture, the society there is one of the worst I could ever hear from somebody who's far away. And I've met Americans. I've had teammates, my ex teammates. I've had some of them were Americans, and they even tell me worst. And I really don't even know how they even survive in that environment. So I found this video, and I want to shout out to all Americans out there, the good ones. Okay, because they have to be fair. I'm not lumping the whole country as bad, but man, everything that we get out of your country, man, it's not good. It's literally not good. I think this is one of the most saddest situation I could ever think about. Imagine you get up today, you get up in the morning, then somebody call you that, hey, I have a job for you. You want to go put food on the table to provide for yourself and for your family. Then you get to the site, you do your job. As soon as you complete your job, you find out that there's ICE immigration officers waiting down for you, that they're telling you to get off the ladder. What would you think? How did they find out exactly where you are? How did they know exactly when you finished your job? So, which means someone snitched on you. Somebody said something about you. Let's watch this dynamic together. Then I give you my point of view. I'll pause it after it's done.
Yup, you're reading that correctly. A homeowner hired a bunch of people to help remodel their house, and clearly they were doing some roof work. And as they were finishing up the job, the homeowner called immigration on them. And as you'll see, they are all down there just waiting for them to come down, including that one who's giving a peace sign. Yeah, and you're about to see them. They rounded up 6 of the workers and detained them right here. And if that wasn't bad enough, the owner of the home, Ken Trevino, had this to say.
You the owner?
Yes.
What's the point? What's the point of all of this?
Pardon me?
Why you guys didn't tell him to leave? This is private property.
Well, first of all, I am pro-ICE. I don't think illegal people should be there. They should come in properly. I'm a retired Marine. I'm a retired Marine. Been to combat. I've fought to protect our rights.
Hey, Ken, I don't know if you know this, but Trevino is literally a Hispanic last name. You know, Ken, that video was a little blurry, and the video that was from the roof, like, I couldn't really see the house. So, like, let's just take a look at your house together, shall we? Oh, there it is. There's that house. And if you're about to see in a second, there is the car. That's the roof that they were on. That's the way they came down. And there's that cemetery that was right there, right? Yep, there it is. There's your house. Oh, I see. It's fucking dilapidated and it's falling apart. But I just want to let you know, your house is located in Maryland. And in the state of Maryland, according to Title 3, Subtitle 7, Section 3-701, a person may not obtain, attempt to obtain, or conspire to obtain money, property, labor, services, or anything of value from another person with the person's consent if the consent is induced by wrongful use of actual or threatened. Section 4, notification of law enforcement officials about another person's undocumented or illegal immigration status. And since a person cannot be illegal because only acts are illegal, the only person who did anything illegal here, Ken Trevino of Cambridge, Maryland, is you. I guess that's what you fought for.
You know.
So that itself, it just made me pause for a second. I'm like, the sort of hatred that you need to have for a lot of people who are trying to put food on the table. The psychological burden that you've put on yourself, that you think these people will come in and so and so could take your jobs. I just want to know, Americans though, how do you guys function in an extremely dysfunction environment? I think this is more like cry for help, because I know a lot of Americans as a country today is a laughing stock. But I just want to know, though, how do you guys function in the most dysfunction environment and you guys go through your life daily? I just want to know. Because this has to be one of the most evil things you could ever do. Ever. Imagine I get up today. I didn't think about I want to go rob a bank. I didn't think of me going to go assault someone. I got up this morning because I want to go and earn a living, an honest living, which that honest living is still going to be taxed. Then at the side, then you decide to call the immigration to come and arrest me. You, the one that gave me the job in the first place. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. I genuinely really want to know if this is the society over there in America. I would rather go live in my shithole in Africa. Look at his face. Look at his face. One of the things that I know that it's not about throwing shades, because I can say a lot of things because I'm looking for people to subscribe and follow and trend and all this nonsense. But just look at the man. Why is it that every time on social media, when we find some horrific situation online, it's always lead to somebody that looks like this? Why? What sort of hatred do you have to have inside of you that it's so difficult for you to have any resemblance or just a minute crumb of empathy in you? When people are trying to live an honest life and you call the immigration on them, then you're giving some fucking stupid excuses because you went to some fucking war. Because of what? Is that a justification? If this is the culture and society in America, I seriously don't understand how dysfunction you have to be in your head to think that you want to go live there. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. You called somebody to come and do a job for you. But exactly as soon as you finish your job, most likely because you're too evil and you don't want to pay, or you don't want to pay them the equal value for the effort they put into it, for the service they've rendered for you. Then you call the. I mean, do you know how fucked up this is? And look at him. A man that is 1 foot in front of the grave, the grave that they're gonna bury him right in front of the place. I mean, you cannot make this shit up, man. You cannot make this shit up. If this is the American, I'm asking this question generally Americans. If you listen to me, how do you guys function in the most dysfunction culture in society? I just want to know. Any food for thought? I'll actually read the comment section. How do you guys do it? Because this has to be some of the most sadistic thing I could ever hear in my life. I'm sure there's going to be more horrific stories like this. You can't make this shit up. Now, let me move to another video that is very similar to this. This one might trigger me a little bit. And, excuse me, I'm not going to put any disclaimer about it. The next video I'm about to play, I will try as much as possible not to say anything. But listen.
The only
to report you.
is you. I guess that's what you fought for.
You're not supposed to be here. This property, this parking here, belongs to the officers.
Okay, and I saw you taking pictures of me. That's why I started looking at you.
I'm taking pictures of you because I'm about to report you. But I don't think you belong here, sir.
But you don't even know who I am. You haven't asked me anything.
Have you seen how you look like? You basically came with a basketball shirt.
Yeah, I've just come from the gym. I'm wearing my basketball jersey and my joggers. What's the issue?
Are you working here? Because I don't think you do.
Well, listen, hang on. This is private property.
No. Yes, I know that.
Okay.
I told you that.
No.
You're not supposed to be here.
But you don't know who I am.
Exactly.
I'm guessing.
The way you look like, it doesn't look like you belong here. Please.
What? Because I'm not dressed like you?
Can you move your car?
I'm not moving anything. I'm in the right to be here. You don't even know who I am.
Who you are then? Because you don't look like you belong here.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Seriously, please be quick.
Listen.
I really need to call the police now.
Police, listen.
Move your car.
To get in this car park, there's a security at the front.
Yes.
Do you think if I didn't deserve to be here, do you think I'd be able to go past security? Obviously,
I don't really care.
What do you...
Please, can you take your car and move?
I didn't jump over the fence to be here. I came through properly.
This is a private property for the offices, and this kind of appearance doesn't belong here.
Can I ask you a question?
Please,
can I ask you a question?
Your car?
Well, I've never seen you before, but I'm guessing you.
I'm actually working here.
Okay, which floor? Which floor is your office?
I'm working on the third floor.
Third floor, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I work on the 5th floor. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Where do you work exactly? What do you do?
Do you know the company on the 5th floor?
All right.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the dress code here?
I think what I'm saying is going over your head. I run the company on the 5th floor.
No, I'm sorry. Like literally, you need to move that car.
I don't think. Are you listening to me? Or?
I'm gonna call the security.
Right.
It's not the police.
You said you're on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
That's Harvey's company. I know Harvey quite well, actually. We went to university together.
So what?
So you work for him, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah. What's your name?
What's your name?
I mean, I'm asking you, aren't I?
What's your name?
You should know who I am.
I really don't.
And the fact that the fact that I know your boss by first name should make you question.
Sir, please.
Right.
I'm being very kind here. This kind of appearance
you're not being kind at all.
Doesn't belong here. You know very well the dress code, and this is not formal.
Right.
Please move your car.
Well, listen.
Be nice, and let's have a nice day.
Listen, well, me and Harvey got a basketball game together later tonight, and I'll be sure to have a chat about you. I'll be sure to have a conversation with him about you.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening anything. I'm just letting you know, so that when you speak to your boss, whenever, you know, nothing's gonna come as a surprise to you.
I don't. God damn it. Shit, man. See, I've been in this situation a lot of time. You see, I'm about to start tearing up because I've been here a few times. I've literally experienced what that man experienced a couple of times, literally. And Oh God, I'm not gonna let it get me. Oh shit. I can remember my experience like that. And I so if you get to see this, I'll try and edit it and I'll leave this sort of because I want people to see this really because I've really been there before. And I've been in an environment whereby I was in a situations like this, and it's one of the most awful feeling you can ever have as a person. It's for somebody to look at you and tell you that you don't belong here because you look a certain way. You don't belong here. Let's call it what it is. You are a black man. That signifies you're a criminal. You don't belong here because you don't dress the way I dress. You don't belong here because your presence irritates me. You don't belong here because the stereotype and the perception about you means that I shouldn't allow your presence in this vicinity. You don't belong here because you're a black man. This is the world that we still live in 2026. Look at that. There's a couple of scenarios that will happen here. If he steps out of the car, I promise you, police will be there. If he gets out of the car, she will scream like he has done the most despicable thing you can think about. And I'm glad he sat in the car. This is the world, this is the life of most black men every day when we go out. We have to qualify ourselves. I've been in businesses whereby, I've been in an environment whereby I'll look at all the management and say, none of you here, not forget your certificate, your degree or whatever you want to call it, which I know is quite very important because you have to work hard for you to earn it. I've been in an environment and like, you are not even worth to be a leader here. You're not even worth to be a manager here. How did the fuck do you even get the job? What even gives you the opportunity for even to be here in the first place? But one of the worst things you could feel as a man is when you're in an environment whereby you have to deal with women like this. Specifically, these corporate Karens. Oh my goodness. I call them the professional micromanagers. They know you more than you know yourself at your job. They will scrutinize everything you touch, you do, you say, you don't say. In fact, they are so invested in your job that you're doing to the point that if you don't do your job right, it triggers them so much that they forget to do their own job. And in most cases, when you're not even reporting directly to them, even makes it worse. It's like they will literally implant some surveillance on your computer or in your office, or they will have somebody that they can penetrate and get access to information from. I've been in this environment. I'm telling you, it is one of the most because of women like this. They do exist in every business you can find. There are women like this in most places. I promise you. Ladies, let me tell you something. I know we live in a time whereby men are not supposed to talk. We are not supposed to have an opinion because there's been a lot of rhetoric online. Some are valid, some are not valid. But if you can have the gumption and the quorum to listen to what I'm saying with the little sort of English context, though I understand. That is one of the most sadistic behavior that many of these office Karen have. It's literally one of the most, it's so evil that the reaction out of you is what the entire world are going to see. How she's making you feel in that very particular present, it doesn't matter. You say something, your words will be held accountable more than a reaction that led you to react that way. I almost want to tear up because I've been in this experience several times. You go to a place, they'll literally just give you that look like, How the fuck do you even get here in the first place? Like, when do we even get to bring a black person into this environment? What? Oh, we have a new black guy in the office. Oh, it's kind of cute. Really? Because they literally think in places. I'm shit you not. I've been in an environment where I just sit there and look, and I can see the way they look at me like, what the fuck did you even get here? This is not a second or third feeling. This is a direct information that I know for a fact. You've been in an environment, it will feel like you just want to crawl into some corner, just stay there until they signal for you to participate before you participate. Because if you say anything, I'm telling you, they will make you feel like you're in the fucking worst place. This is like the natural thing. If you think I'm lying, go and ask any black person, African American, African European, whatever. Ask them truly, genuinely, if you're not going to persecute them for telling you the truth. If you're a black man, want to work in a corporate environment, you need to learn how to fucking swallow your tongue, because or else they won't give you any opportunity. Because you can't, let me say it again. You are not allowed to have an opinion. Let me say it again. You are not allowed to have an opinion. Your opinion is not solicited. It's not. Just shut the fuck up, take your punches and your lumps, and go home. Because the number one people that will come and attack you is the office Karen. You see this office Karen, they will be the first one to come. How the fuck are you asking someone that they don't belong there? What makes your father the owner of the ground? The level of entitlement that you see in this world today, man, it's fucking, yeah. Ooh, sir. Ooh, sir. Everything I say right now, my reaction is what everybody's going to see. They say, hey, look at this black man. He's going crazy on a white woman. Oh, he hates black people. He hates white people. I know we live in a century whereby a lot of people can't fucking think for themselves. They can't comprehend things for themselves. They need people to break things down like a little baby. Food for them to be able to swallow it and ingest it properly. So I'm going to use this in the most lamest, simplest terms. How would you feel if I come and attack you the way she attacked him? How would you feel? Regardless if you're a man or you're a woman. Do you think your day will be good that day entirely? You just ruin his mood. And because you will go throughout the day like, what the fuck? So am I allowed to sit in the premises in the car? But this is the things that happens every day, especially to black men. In any environment that we go to, we need to kiss a lot of asses before we get an opportunity. In fact, before they allow you to even kiss an ass, you have to jump hoops. I mean, you have to turn yourself to some Olympic champion. The sort of barriers and boundaries they're going to constantly put on you that you have to constantly overcome for you to even get a sneak peek of that, for them to give you a chance for you to even want to try. And this is why it makes me laugh most of that. There is no fairness in any system. The system only encourages and supports the people who can control, who have the best influences. If you don't have the right influences in any organization or company, you're not going to get a chance. You can be the most capable, someone that is factually good enough to do the job. You would not get it because you don't have the connection. You don't have the influence. But the audacity, though. What if that guy is in a bad mood? And this is another thing again that a lot of people don't understand boundaries. If that man couldn't just decide to exercise patience, if he comes out of the car and start yelling back at her and start insulting her and so aggravated to the point that he wants to put his hand on her, the entire world is going to see his reaction. They wouldn't understand why why would you decide to provoke him? Why? Because you're fucking wearing a fucking cheap whatever she's wearing? You think that gives you gumption for someone sitting in the car to tell them that you don't belong here? This is the day. So for the people that say, it's not all white people, they behave like this. No, this is it. We can't allow to talk. We talk, we're in trouble. We don't talk, you're in trouble. You complain, they take the chance away from you. You don't complain, you don't let us know what's going on with you. You ask for clarity, you become very disruptive to the culture. You keep your fucking mouth shut. What's the right English context though? If you keep quiet, they say you're not being inclusive. You're not bringing something to the culture. If you keep your mouth fucking shut, if you don't make no troubles, they're very being suspicious of you. Then they're going to start querying, okay, let's see, what are you really doing here? What kind of job do you have again? Then they will start micromanaging you. It's because of the slave concept mentality that a lot of people look towards black people. I'm not your fucking slave. I'm not your fucking slave for you to fucking micromanage because you have a fucking position, because you're one position above me. It doesn't fucking give you any fucking right. But this is what you have to do. You have to shut the fuck up, take those fucking punches with every insult you can find in the book, with every disrespect you can have, with the lack of the disrespect you're gonna get as a black man in any kind of corporate environment. I swear to God, it needs to be fucking studied. Have you been in an environment whereby a woman looked at me once? She asked me to my face. She said, "Are you an Australian citizen?" I'm like, what? What does that fucking have to do with anything? I mean, the mindset that a lot of people have is so fucking irritating that if most people say what they really truly think, man, this old shit will be done. But you know what you have to do? That's what you have to do. Because your reaction is what everybody's gonna see. What led you to that mood? It's never gonna be, looked into. Your reaction is constantly, it's what gets a lot of people in trouble. I fight it sometimes, but I just decide in most cases just shut up and just let it go. For you to be in a particular environment, you need to have a different sort of thick skin as a black person. You need to. But bitch, you fucking lucky you didn't do that shit with me. Oh my God, you're so fucking lucky. That guy I know he's in the UK. You're very lucky that wasn't me. Because, oh man, I would like giving you the fucking business. Next time you see somebody minding their fucking business, you shut the fuck up and mind your fucking business. You can't make this shit up, man. It's only in this Western environment that a lot of people still think that you fucking own black people, that you can just talk to us anyhow, however you feel, just because you're fucking in some fucking the manager or director of some fucking company. You're getting a fucking paycheck. That's all you're getting. You are getting a fucking paycheck. Because as soon as those doors are closed, you and I, you're in the street, you talk to me anyhow, I'll fucking put you in your place. Man, I told her I was going to crash out, man. I love to crash out. You talk to me that way? Oh, that's the last thing you're ever going to say to any black man you ever see in your life. Because I will give it to you so much that just your mere walking past a black person, you will never repeat those statements again in your life. But what can you say? You cannot do this in the office environment, because I promise you, the next phone call you're gonna hear is that they need to set up a meeting with you because the HR need to talk to you. You're fucked. They'll fire you because she's gonna cry me a river. That's when the cry is gonna come. Oh, he said a lot of very insensitive things. That's when they're gonna come up with the sexual allegation. That's when they're gonna come with the misconduct. That's when your performance is gonna come into effect. They're gonna start. They will micro you like DD oil. Pause. Man, this lady was surprised. Man, I almost wanted to tear up because I remember this has happened to me so many times that people will look at me like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Like, why even here? How did the fuck do you get this job? How the fuck do you get this opportunity?" But this is what you have to deal with every time. Because we still have some degenerate individual in every Western society you can find. You'll find there's always a corporate Karen. You best believe it. I don't want to waste too much of my energy on this one. Let's move on.
The dress code, and this is not formal.
Right.
Please move your car.
Nah, I don't. It's just gonna trigger me more.
So when you speak to your boss, whenever,
Yeah.
nothing's gonna come as a surprise to you.
I don't mean any disrespect by the questions I'm about to ask. This is coming from a place of genuine curiosity, because I can't be the only one wondering this exact same thing. Why are people still having children?
All right. So, sorry, I should have introduced. I'm still in that rant a little bit. Okay, so I saw this video a couple of days ago. I saved it on my computer. I said, I want to talk about it, but the thing is that I like to give my raw reaction natural. I don't pre-record my reaction. I do everything on the live stream straight away. Okay, I'm going to pause this one a little bit like I did from allowing the last one to play. Why should you even have kids? Is because that is how the world works. It's part of our innate responsibility, because the ones who come before you, they have a society whereby they had a responsibility to the next generation. Okay, by we producing kids, it's gonna help maintain the work that people before us has done. The work that we are currently doing right now is to foster a better environment, a better future for the next generation. Now, because it creates workforce, it creates intelligence, it creates innovation, it creates a lot of things. Now, they both have the pros and the cons. But if I want to give my answer, is that this is part of the duty that we have for this world, so we can make this world a better place. That is why you have kids. But if you have a different definition to his question, please put in the comment section. I want to read it.
Again, no disrespect, no shade. Slight shade, I'm not going to hold you. But why are people still having children? Furthermore, why do people still want kids despite what we've been shown in the past few years or so?
All right, I'm going to answer that question again. Why? Another reason is that who is going to clean your nyash when you get older? You see, I said something a couple of times and I will say it again. This generation, we are one of the most selfish generation that the world has ever produced. And I'll tell you why. Okay? The boomer generation, they're selfish like a motherfucker too, because they are money gougers. Okay? So the reason why I said we're selfish is that we are happy to let this old world completely extinct. We want to extinct. We want everything to destroy, because yes, there's a lot of videos about the files, because we are not allowed to say it. Okay, the files is especially in America. I don't live in America, so I have to be fair. The files that kind of make people feel extremely, because I've done a lot of videos about it. I think there's about almost 400,000 kids go missing in America annually, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think am I correct? Is it 400,000 or 400? I don't know. I don't know. Just don't quote me. I'll put it there. Go and fact check. There's a lot of kids that go missing in America every year, literally. Now, if you're asking that, why should you even want to have kids with all the information that you have? That who is gonna fucking take care of you when you get older? You think the structure that you have now, what is gonna happen to you when you get in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s? Who are the nurses that are supposed to take care of you? I think this is why I said, I know, I get it. We have a lot of barbaric thing about African cultures that we can improve, that we can do better. My hands are up. I'm not going to deny you. There's a lot of things that we need to abolish completely in African culture and see the world that the world has moved forward. Bam. You catch me there. All right? There's a lot of things that we can improve. But I will always be proud to be an African man. This stupid ideology is very westernized and Americanized. It's part of your duty. Kabish? Duty. Your duty. Your duty to continue that duty, because you want to leave this world a better place. I used to think that really means something, but apparently this is the generation of a lot of men and women that we have today. They've completely pumped that, hit it out of the world park, like when you play baseball. That is how.
Like, have we not been shown enough? I've actually sat down and, with pen and paper and wrote out a pros and cons list to producing a child. And we actually sit down and ponder the idea of producing offspring and look at the list. For me, the cons severely outweigh the pros.
Right there. And this is another thing that I'll put a little blame of this on the digital age that we are today, because everybody is looking for an exact math equation to give them the best probability cause before they can make a decision. There is no, you can never get 100% correct. You can have you can raise a child, you can have a child, you can do everything you want to do, but they'll still take their own path. They will still make some choices and actions that might go against every of your teaching. That is 1000% possible. So the thing is that I understand the skepticism that you have, that you don't want to have kids. And I've said it many times, not everybody is raised to be a father. Not everybody is raised to be a mother. Not everybody needs to have kids. Not everybody should want kids. All right? If you're not a selfless individual, don't have kids. Don't. If you're not going to be selfless, don't have kids. Because kids require you to be selfless. If you don't have a selfless bone in you, don't do it. Now you're creating more problem for us. But if that is not in your perspective, whereby you are just putting numbers 1 + 1 for you to get a conclusion to decide, okay, I want to have kids or not. And if your conclusion is that you're looking at the reason why you shouldn't more than the reason why you shouldn't. So in the first place, you don't want to have it at all. Don't now blame it on you doing pros and cons. You don't want to have kids at all. And that is fine. That is completely fine. Don't have kids if you're not going to be selfless.
And I think maybe this comes with high levels of awareness, because once you develop high levels of not only self-awareness, just awareness in general, you realize and you acknowledge that we are not necessarily leaving the best of planets for future generations to come. And I personally feel as though if I were to have a child, I would almost be setting that child up for failure.
So it shows me that you have a giving up spirit, number one. Number two, it shows me again that you're just one of those people that that you think the world needs to be black and white. All right? You're looking for black and white representation of the world. The world is never black and white. The world is gray. The world that you and I live in, it's gray. It's not black and white. And that gray is so diluted to the point whereby sometimes it looks like white or sometimes it looks like black. But it's gray. The world is not 1 + 1 giving you 2. The world is 1 + 1 giving you 59, 69, 71, 1,000. That is how the world works. And the conclusion is that I said, damn it, I'll check it. I don't know how to do this. So if you want to leave the world a better place, the question is that, what do you have to give the next generation? What skills, what knowledge, what information? What are you passing to the next generation that will make their life a better place? So if the world that you're living right now is not a better place, what are you giving to the next generation for them to have a better life? For them to have a life that is better than yours? What are you teaching them? What are you going to teach them? What information are you going to give them? Are you going to raise them to be a better version of yourself? So which means you don't want to go through that labor, and your conclusion is that, man, I don't know. man, having kids, man, this world is really fucked up. Is it fucked up? You best believe it. And another thing again that I can holistically just look is that we need to stop something in this world, just in general. We need to stop looking at our life from the frame of the billionaires and the millionaires. Okay? I think that is going to help. I thank God I stopped doing it. Because you can't keep looking at your life from the from frame of, all the most successful people, they're living this way, and I need to program my life that way. You are going to set yourself up to fail. You will set yourself up to fail. Because you are never going to be as rich as the top 1% in the world. Because the top 1% of the world, they don't want you to be as rich as they are. They don't. But what do I know?
Like, for me to even entertain the idea of having a child today, a number of things would have to change before I even entertain that idea. But based off what I'm seeing in the trajectory at which I see the planet going, I don't see, like to me, it's a moral dilemma.
Don't bring moral into this. If moral is the case, then you've lost already. If moral is the case for you, you've lost already. So which means is that morality is your compass that you use to decide if you're going to have kids. Like I said, it's called duty. It's as simple as that. Duty. Duty is symbolized responsibility. Duty. It's very simple. It doesn't require you fumbling with your medulla oblongata and you're trying to break everything down like an AI. Duty. It's very simple. If you don't want duty, or if you don't understand the concept of duty, then you will never understand the concept of responsibility. If you don't understand the concept of responsibility, then don't have kids. Bam, simple.
To having a child. So I'm genuinely curious as to why people are still having children. Moreover, and I saw another creator talk about this, I even made a video about this myself. What reason is there that isn't selfish to having children?
So you think parents who have kids, you think they're having kids because it's selfish? I'm telling you, education is not educating. Nah. I think there are a lot of people, how people are wired is that the selfishness that requires for them to, they're so selfish that they don't understand the reason why they don't want to do the same thing that they complain about is because they are themselves, they're selfish. You're so selfish that you don't even understand you yourself. You're very, very selfish. And your selfish reason will blind your overview, how you look at things, and you decide, I won't do this because, but you yourself, you're actually selfish. If you're not selfless, you cannot be a parent. Do you know one of the most beautiful things is for you to stand up and look at somebody there and say, it looks just like me. That is the greatest gift you can ever give this world. So shout out to all the parents out there, the single moms, the single dads, the happy couple, married families, the people who've been together forever, those who are raising the kids the best way they can. Shout out to all of you. Thank you. People like this, I like to see them when they're older. I want to see what your life is like. Who is going to clean your nyash for you?
I know that the act of parenting itself can be one of the most selfless things that you can do. I'm not negating that. But before being a parent, the thought has to arise to conceive that child.
What the fuck? You just gonna lay with your woman? How difficult is that? Why do all these overthinkers always trying to make things fucking complicated more than what it is? Life is simple. Just love to do these simple things. Bam! Just love to do the simple things in life. That's it. Life is not complicated at all.
So what reason is there that isn't selfish to having children?
Being selfless. How about that? You just answered your own question. Being selfless. Selfless, act of duty, responsibility. Bam.
I tried to think about this myself and reflect on that question. Couldn't find a reason. I even asked my own mother the question. She couldn't come up with an answer. And again, I made a video about this before. A couple of things people said, like, oh, you know, wanting to continue your bloodline. That desire to continue your bloodline comes from a selfish place.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Please, anybody that know this man, go and send him what I'm telling you. Bro, if I can call you bro, my guy. I'm Decipher. I'm what they call the Decipher. I decipher things that people don't do. People cannot see with their eyes. All right? Bro. Let me tell you something. Let me speak you in Nigerian pidgin English. My guy, you dey fool yourself. You dey fool yourself. Serious fool, now you dey fool yourself. Being a man, mankind, let me just don't even make it about man. Mankind, both men and women, it's a duty. It's a duty to continue this. And when you take on that action, it's not coming from a place of selfishness. It is not. If you are selfish, you wouldn't want to have a kid. If you're selfish, you wouldn't want to raise a child. It is not selfishness. Selfishness is saying that I don't know. Hell no. So which means you yourself, you are a selfish individual. You are not selfless. I mean, does it require any kind of fundamental primary school classroom clarification? You are a selfish man. That is why you will question why you shouldn't want to have kids. Because if you are selfless, to be a parent, you have to be a selfless individual. If it doesn't come natural to you for you to be selfless, don't have kids. Bam! If you're not selfless, don't have kids. It's a selfish desire for you don't want to go out of your way to do things for someone without wanting nothing back in return. Because when you have kids, you have to inject yourself you have to provide a lot of things. Provision coming out of you needs to go into another human being that you create. It's a selfless behavior. But it's all these overthinkers and all these so-called idiots that think that they fucking have all these degrees in their head. They would, your father.
I think it's wrong, but there still is a selfish reason. Another thing someone said was, if you have a child, you know, that child could possibly change the world. Very wishful thinking.
This is some serious fucking Debbie Downer, man. And I know I checked his comment section when he said it. A lot of women were hitting up. Oh, I know, man. I know there's some people that we've completely given up on this world and we want it to crash and burn and destroy. Is it valid? To some extent, it's valid. But the thing is that let's be realistic. How realistically is this world going to crash and burn? It's not. Because you know why? They will keep us alive. Because the machine that gets everybody going on will keep us alive. All right? How soon do you think when everybody start complaining, oh, the world is bad, and say, oh, man, these machines, they are complaining now. Let's hold them up. Let's put some grease in them to make them feel comfortable so they can keep moving further. All this Debbie Downer, you just going to you'll be 60, 70 years old, then you start scratching your head. I regretted it. If you think I'm lying, go on TikTok. Go on Facebook. You see a whole lot of stories about a lot of people regretting their actions for not having a family. If you think I'm lying, go and check.
And I try not to be a nihilist, but at a certain point, you got to be a realist and, you know, acknowledge fluff when you see it.
A realist is the person that understands that the reason I don't want to do something is either I don't want to invest myself into it or I want to give as little as much as I want to so I can get as much as I want out of it. Selflessness. You don't have a selfless bone in your spirit. Okay? I want to say again, shout out to all the parents out there, fathers, mothers, aunties, uncles, grandma, grandpa. Shout out to all of you. Thank you. People like this, you are the one that needs to go away because you're selfish. Because now, my daughter, my son in the future now, they will have to take care of your sorry ass. All right? Or you want to go build a camp in a bush in Antarctica. Go and sleep there. Take care of yourself. I'm telling you, a day is going to come. That's what's going to happen. You're going to start drawing the line. Oh, this, I don't want no man. I don't want no, women a bitch. Women a dead. Yeah, go and build a cabin in a forest somewhere. And when you get older, go and build a cabin there and be there by yourself. You don't need a doctor. You don't need any kind of lab test technician. You don't need nothing. Go there. Go build your own factory to make your own vitamin B, vitamin C, anything that will keep you. When you break your bone, have your own machine there that will fix you. So you don't need anything from the society. Because that's what you're saying. And I know the rhetoric is so bad online that it's literally made a lot of people have this stupid thing in their head. We need each other so much. In fact, the dependency on what we have on each other is beyond comprehension. But they fit. Let me crash out a little bit. This is why I said I have issue with America as a whole. This is what is fucked up because a lot of things that you guys do over there. Yes, I'm blaming America. Yes, America, I blame you. A lot of the fuckery we have in this world is stemming from you guys. You guys, it's like you guys have this like doom or gloom situation that you deal with in your country and you're affecting the rest of the world like a coronavirus. Yes, I said it. Get mad. Yeah, don't have kids. And when you're 60, 70 years old, I will instruct my daughters, my sons, never to take care of you. Go and build your own factory that will build your own paracetamol, your tablets, your bandage, your iodine, everything. Build your own food. Farm yourself your own food.
I get the ideology of wanting to, like, oh, I could possibly produce something to change the world. But again, I still feel like that stems from a selfish place. And I don't want to hear no reason tied to religion. Oh, be fruitful and multiply, because that is a man-made belief system. That's a conversation for another day. But what reasons are there to still have children? One thing right off the bat that deters me from the idea, that's just producing another worker bee or another worker ant that fuels this corrupt system in which we live, right? We're all given a social security number. We are an entity to the system that enslaves us. Today, slavery still exists, but modern day slavery isn't like, oh, they're hanging us and lynching us and so on and so forth. If you are living and working in this capitalistic society, you are a slave to the Federal Reserve. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that the system is severely flawed. And I'm not going to go into that because that's going to be another 10-minute long segment of this video. But we're being shown that the system is severely flawed. And having a child would just be producing another entity within that system, another worker bee to fuel the man. And I just can't seem to wrap my head around it. And last thing before I let you go, based off my observation, it seems as though the people who would make the best parents, the ones who are overly empathetic, compassionate, critical thinking skills through the roof, high levels of self-awareness and just awareness in general, these are the ones who are opting to not have children. But again, based off my observation, not saying this is everyone, but based off my observation, it seems as though the people who definitely should not be reproducing are the ones who are still having children. So again, I pose the question, why? Thank you.
Please, whoever knows this brother, go and tell him that you are the one who is selfish. Yes. Because you don't want to go out of your way to do anything that is going to be beneficiary to other people. As long as it doesn't benefit you alone by yourself, you see no reason why you shouldn't. So that automatically makes you're the one who is very selfish. Because if your parents were selfish, you wouldn't be alive. It takes selflessness for you to want to have a family, have a kid. Not that it works or not, but just for the fact that you can produce something that will be one day beneficiary to the rest of the world, including the corporation you're complaining about. We'll build the phone that you're using. We'll build the internet that you have access to today. All right? Who pays your bills? You keep throwing all these stones to the glass house. Don't worry. When the thing break down, we'll all be cold there when we walk inside. I don't understand how some people think though. What can you do to change the system? Let's say you had a brilliant child that ended up becoming someone that could figure out something that could elevate people. Do you think that will be beneficiary to you alone or to the rest of the world? Like I said, it's all these overthinkers. They're overthinkers to the point whereby they want to overthink to affirm and confirm the reason why they don't want to do something anymore. So they'll start poking, asking all these so-called curious questions to determine if something can change their mind that is already made up already. I beg, come on for you, Jari.
LinkedIn is gross on so many levels, and I am waiting with bated breath to find someone with the cojones to actually say that LinkedIn is gross on LinkedIn.
All right. I identify as somebody that yeah, shit. This one, if you know me, I do snitch a little bit on this corporate world, man. I'm telling you, if you want to be depressed, get on LinkedIn. If you want to be depressed, get on LinkedIn. Facebook doesn't have shit on LinkedIn. And, man, I have a lot of things to say, man. I know I will get canceled for this one, 1,000%. Because I won't get a lot of opportunity because they will be scared that shit. If you can say this on LinkedIn, what else can you say? Yes, I'm saying it because this feeling is so fucking mutual. It is undeniable. LinkedIn is the most depressive platform on this earth, and it's not even close. Every fucking body is a fucking CEO, a fucking director, a fucking minister. Everybody. Yes, I said it. LinkedIn is fucking depressive. If you're looking for one of the biggest bullshit ass in this world, get on LinkedIn. There are very few people who say things, who write things, who post it authentically over there. It's for gays. Let her finish a point first before I really crash out.
Like, let me count the ways. Number one, all of the content is just so performative. Like, I get it. We have to show up. We're playing the game. And it's like showing up to a family dinner you don't really want to go to. You have to tell everybody how great you're doing and how your recent breakup from your fiance helped you learn about SaaS sales. But do we really believe that you are so thrilled for a new corporate position? Just come out and say it. You're thrilled to have a job. You're thrilled to have gainful employment. You're thrilled to have a steady paycheck. There is no shame in that. We don't need to pretend that the work and the position is like our end all be all and like the source of our identity. And because it is so performative, all of the content is just so vapid. I mean, even mine, when I post on there, I cringe, but I do it because I feel like I have to play the game. And with the proliferation of like AI generated content, and again, I am a fan of AI, I just don't like the way we are using it to proliferate like absolute sloth. You start seeing the same phrases everywhere. And honestly, everyone is claiming to like find the signal through the noise. I am just trying to find a fucking signal through all the signals.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me crash out a little bit. I need to crash out. I'm telling you, and I think I might even cut this and even post it on my LinkedIn page. All right? And, okay, wait. Now, don't go there and start stalking me and start insulting me, anything like that, because I'm going to take you down. I don't take all that nonsense. You see, LinkedIn is a platform, really, that I literally initially thought that it's designed to do the right thing. But I get to see that it's where a lot of people go to jerk off. I mean, they go there to really pop a lot of their egos out. I'm talking about the most ego-inflated link you could ever find in this world is LinkedIn. Everybody there has the best quote you've never heard in your life. Until you scroll down, you find out the same thing has been said for like 5 billion times. Everybody has I just want to know, what the fuck is LinkedIn for in the first place? I really still don't know. You cannot get a job there. You cannot get connected. If you're looking for a place that will keep for you, I'm telling you, it should be like a social network for businesses or corporation, organization, or specialists. Bullshit. It's just a verification page to see that you say something, and even they don't even check it. The level of ego on LinkedIn needs to be studied. The level of ego on LinkedIn, I will be the first person, madam. I'm promising I'll be the first person to do it. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of weeks now. And I know I'm going to say it. I'm not going to represent in the business that I represent. I'm speaking for myself. What I'm going to say is not going to be based on the business that I represent. I will speak for me. LinkedIn is bullshit. The most pretentious platform you can find on social media is LinkedIn. Everybody there, it's fugazi. The corporate is bullshit. There is no authenticity on LinkedIn. If you deny me, prove me wrong. The level of authenticity you find on LinkedIn is maybe 3 or 4%. Every other thing is bullshit. Everything else you find on LinkedIn is bullshit. The real authenticity on LinkedIn is maybe like 2 or 3%. The other 97% is a whole lot of bullshit. Oh, God. Let me not crash out properly because they will stop. Let me move on.
Number 2, the UI sucks. Why is it so hard to post content? Why is it so hard to find anything or edit anything? And 3, the worst offense of all, claiming to be a professional network, but having it as a pay-to-play model. Like if you are a job searcher, but you are not a premium member, FYI, like premium per month is like $40 to $60 a month, then guess what? You don't show up in recruiter search result or you don't get preferred placement. Yeah, I'm definitely on one about LinkedIn today because I'm tired of showing up. So maybe we need to create something else. That's for professional folks who genuinely want to connect and create ideas. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
Lady, shout out to you, please. Give her a follow and give her support, man. She is spot on. I've been thinking about this for about 4 or 5 years. It's one of those places I just never really liked it because it's so performative. Everybody there is posting things about this and that. Everybody's shit doesn't stink. LinkedIn is the only platform that I've seen that everybody's shit doesn't stink. It's the most pretentious platform you can find on social media. Literally. Everybody has the greatest profile, including mine. We all smile. It's bullshit. There is no connection on LinkedIn. It's all for gays. They all professional gatekeepers. That's who they are. LinkedIn is a platform of professional gatekeepers. You have to subscribe before you're welcome into the vote. Okay, there is a lot of knowledge there, but no, if you are not sent invitation, you cannot get into the LinkedIn circles. It doesn't work that way at all. The most pretentious platform on social media is LinkedIn. There is no connection there. There is invitation and indoctrination. They have to induct you. If they don't induct you, forget it. You can be the best at whatever you do. If you're not willing to kiss ass, you're not getting a chance. I've had it many times. I've deleted it, but reluctantly I had to keep it open. One thing I struggle with every day of my life is that fuck it. I hate when people are so fucking inauthentic. It just it drives me crazy. Inauthenticity is the one thing I just don't know how to comprehend. If you shit, let me know you are shit. If you're fake, let me know you are fake. If you're authentic, let me know you're authentic. Say it with your chest. Have a conviction in your beliefs. But LinkedIn is the complete opposite. A lot of bullshit. LinkedIn is a lot of bullshit. Fake.
I'm going to say it. LinkedIn gives me the absolute fucking ick.
Tell me about it.
I have no choice but to use it because I'm looking for jobs. But I cannot stand the ass kissing.
I know.
Showing off the kissing of asses
Yeah.
that goes on in the comments. It's just like I can't cope with the fakeness. Oh my god, it's turned my stomach. I was eating and it's turned my stomach.
People, I'm telling you, LinkedIn, if you want to be depressed, get on LinkedIn. Oh shit. So I'm not the only one that feel this. I actually feel better now. Oh my god. I'll post something this week, and you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna literally make a video about it, and I'll post it.
We say how Instagram is the worst social media app. How all you do is compare yourself to people and get depressed. But the real social media app that you compare yourself to people and actually get depressed is fucking LinkedIn, bro. Bro, LinkedIn is like the source of depression. LinkedIn is the worst social media app. Like, I hate LinkedIn so much. And I have over 500 plus connections. Like, I hate LinkedIn. Like, people say Instagram causes depression because you're constantly comparing yourself to people. Bro, LinkedIn is that times 2,000. Like, literally all you do is scroll on LinkedIn. All it takes is 2 minutes of scrolling and you already feel like complete trash. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that, like, you can get jobs on here and connect with, like, really important people, like, the use of it is good. Like, I've met great people through the app. Like, I don't doubt that. But just, like, the way it is just, like damn. Like, to me, LinkedIn is Instagram on steroids. Like, when I scroll on Instagram, I don't, I don't look at someone and be like, oh, I wish I was them. But LinkedIn is, like, what people claim Instagram to be, in my opinion.
And that's it. I'm doing something about it. I'm actually good. I've been thinking about this for weeks now. And this is not about trying to go fucking viral and shit like that. Now, I'm going to say this. I've been wanting to say it very well. I've been wanting to say it for a long time. I'm talking about for about 5 or 6 years, this has been in my head. And I'm thinking every time, like, I'm going to lose a lot of opportunities if I do that. But I say, fuck it. Truth hurts. All right? And I know it can block a lot of opportunities for me, but fuck it. I will speak it. I'll put myself as a lab rat. For me, my life does not depend on what happens on LinkedIn in the first place. So you might not like what I say or what I do. That's your own fucking problem. But I am going to do something about it, and I'm going to post it. And I'm going to post it this week. I'll sit down and put my thoughts together. I'm going to put something on LinkedIn. You guys watch out for it. If you say something is trending, it's probably most likely it's going to come from me. I'm going to do a little pod about it, and I'm really, really going to say the things that I see. The level of insincerity and inauthenticity on LinkedIn, I think the universities need to study it. They need to study it. If you want to be depressed physically, mentally, psychologically, LinkedIn is the place you need to go. Not Facebook, not Instagram, not TikTok. LinkedIn.
That's the problem with me. When a man loves that woman that much, he's going to try everything he can to teach her.
That's like trying to teach me how to put an alternator in. I'm not about to stand there and listen. I'm not putting in no alternators. And you can't teach me how to be a woman because you're not a woman. You're a man. So you have to talk to men
about being men. Where did the woman come from?
The man.
From where?
The man. God pulled the woman out of the man.
And what did God say to the woman when he created her?
Where did you come from?
No, where did God create the woman?
You came from your mom.
Let me finish this. What did God say to the woman when he created her?
He said nothing.
Nothing. So how did she learn anything?
I'm talking about right now, Dad.
But you're saying that what you're saying doesn't make sense. Because it is a man's responsibility to teach. It's our responsibility to teach.
I am my father's daughter.
It is a man's responsibility to teach the women.
It's not your responsibility.
It is. That's why when you read the Bible,
you get so upset because we're not listening because y'all have not been in your role because you are not being leaders. So you can't teach nobody nothing if you arguing with. My teacher is not arguing with me about nothing. My teacher know what they talking about. If I say it's different, they're not arguing with me. E, F for you. You feel? I'm not arguing with you. I know what I'm talking about. I'm up here. Right? You're down here.
So that's what we men got to do. We got to fail them. We can't teach them, just fail them.
How to be.
That's what we need to do. We need to stop teaching them. If they don't want to listen, don't teach them. Fail them. You know what that means? Fail them. Just leave. Because if they don't realize that we are innate teachers, and we're going to teach no matter what.
Emotional intelligence.
That's not emotional. Because your teacher will fail you. Your teacher will fail you if you don't listen, right?
Yes.
So is that emotional?
No, that's not emotional. But
what's the difference in?
I'm saying that, like, when you start, if you're a teacher and a student comes to you and says, I think this is right because this and that, and they have an argument for why they think it is right, it's not your place to argue if you already know the steps you took to get to the right answer.
That's the point I'm making.
What I'm saying is domestic violence is because of that. It's because you think that you're supposed to force feed somebody the answer when, yes, get in your car and leave.
I just told him to just leave.
Or go to the boxing gym and box with a man. Leave. Don't be fighting with your women.
I just told him to just leave.
That's
emotional. What? Emotional, low emotional intelligence and stuff. I don't know. But That's nothing.
You will get a different respect from your woman when you just walk away.
But if the woman would just realize that the man is there to teach her, if she could just realize that and stop the other mess, and I know why it's that way. I know why we can't teach y'all no more. Because there's too many men inside of you. We can't get to that.
Now you're going to something else.
But that's what it is, though.
Talk, man.
Huh?
That's crazy talk, Dad. Don't talk about women like that. That's terrible.
And the funny thing is, he's so convicted by it, but don't stop from going up in women's face.
I'm about to say, you're just ready to jump yourself down in so many women and saying you want all these wives, and then you turn around and call women whores and harlots and stuff. It's very contradictory, and that's when women lose respect right there. Because what do you stand for? What are you standing for? Are you standing to protect women and children? Are you standing to bash women and children and be with the boys and be like, yeah, you should listen to me because I'm a man? Like, that doesn't make any sense. What do you say? What is your plan? What are we going to do? Like, are we going to the gun range to teach our youth how to shoot guns? Are we having emancipation balls so we can honor everybody for being great in life and stuff like that? We keep going back to the Bible, and our family has done nothing. We ain't done nothing.
I'm telling y'all, as a man, it is our responsibility to teach our women. Our women are so far off the pocket, out of pocket, off the chain, so far off the hinge.
We have solutions.
You don't have solutions.
That's the problem. I named like
you can't
five
because,
right then.
And I said it from the beginning. If the woman stays in her place to give God the glory, her creator, the glory, the most high, Elohim, Yahuda, Yashta,
starting to preach doesn't negate what
the point I'm making to you is if we do it God's way, whether it's preaching or not preaching, it's teaching.
You need to have something very wrong with you in order to become a billionaire.
Now, let's go back to this for a second. The older I get now, the more I really realize why a lot of people struggle with women, and I learn. There's a lot of back and forth that we men do sometimes with women that we actually need to stop doing. You see, the thing is that when somebody wants to pay attention and listen and want to learn, I had to develop the skills myself. I developed a couple of, about 2 or 3 years ago that I really started learning how to do it very well. Actually, shut up and just listen to them talk. It's a skills that a lot of men do not have because naturally, like you said, that we want to teach. And when we want to teach, it looks like a direction or instructions. And especially the ones who are very opinionated, they have a lot of opinion. I don't speak all this too much English. The ones that are very opinionated, the ones that have too much opinion, that they think that anything that you say that you have to re-qualify it. So which means that they have an habit of, they want to course correct and always have, they need more clarity, basically. They need more clarity for them to, so they can make a distinct, decision about what they want to do. I get it. You see, one of the things that I've observed quite often, and I'll say it again, I'll say it many, many times. A lot of men do back and forth with women that you shouldn't be doing. Don't go back and forth with them. Make your point clear. If she doesn't want to listen, don't say anything. Just be quiet. You see, the thing is that in today, I've begin to truly understand why a lot of people, they're not going to change. They're not going to change. Me personally, I stopped advising women or telling women, this is what you need to do to get a man. No, do whatever you've been doing. It works for you. All right? Don't have to get my perspective. But I wish you all the best. So let's move on. I don't even want to even listen to this one at all. Because I know for a fact, it's not going to work. They don't listen. They do not listen. The more you keep talking, the worse it's going to get. And the more you're going to do back and forth. So you're exchanging the energy that they want you to exchange. Shut up, make your point, just walk away. Very simple.
Have something very wrong with you in order to become a billionaire. Because most of us, if we got $5 or $10 million, we quit our jobs, we chill out, start having fun, travel, do whatever, right? But if you get $100 million, there's literally nothing you could do to demonstrably improve your life by having more money. But a billionaire, when they get $100 million, it's not enough, and they have to get more, right? right? Because they're broken. Now, our morality comes in part from having to work with other people. If you're a leather worker, you rely on the farmer to get your pelts. If you're a baker, you rely on the wheat farmer and the miller to get your flour. So in order for you to succeed, other people have to succeed. But billionaires don't really perceive this as much. They need somebody to cook their food and mow their lawn and in some cases wipe their ass. But if those people died or starved to death, they could just hire another person to do the same. There's absolutely no problem that wouldn't be solvable with their money. And that erodes empathy, which erodes morality. And remember, these people were broken to begin with. I mentioned in my last post how our morality limits, our morality bubbles, are mostly imaginary, but that we evolved a common set of morality traits because it was good for us as a species. But as with all evolutionary traits, they appear on a sliding scale. There are some apes who do not want to follow those rules. You may have heard recently about that one male bonobo monkey who was hurting the children, and so all the females ganged up on him and basically tore him to shreds. Some apes simply lack the DNA that we have that makes us want to abide by the rules and live with our tribe peacefully. Those are the Jeffrey Epsteins of the world. Apes who would normally be killed by the rest of their tribe, but our society gives them little places where they can hide. So that's why I think those apes end up popping up more in our wealthy class. Because first of all, the wealthy class is a skewed sample to begin with. Their lifestyle erodes their empathy, which erodes their morality, and society gives them a place to hide from all the female bonobos who want to rip them to shreds. Bad monkey.
And that's the thing, Pa just put some what I call fat and oil. All right? Pa just said the biggest thing out loud. And for me, through this whole Epstein file situation, the whatever is happening in America or the rest of the world, basically, what it really shows me that the elite will always get away with everything. So which means is that, I've said this before, if you truly want to avoid any kind of calamity like that, because there's disaster waiting to happen, it's for you to be content with the little $1 that you have, with the little $10 that you have. Stop thinking that you want to drive this imaginary Lamborghini. Be satisfied with the little things you have, because what that is going to do is that it's going to create an environment whereby you feel content with the little things that you have. So you will never be over, you'll not be chasing this imaginary wealth whereby you have to put yourself in a compromised environment for you to earn a living. Because once you can really beat that demon in you that is pursuing this word at all costs, you will avoid the Epstein files and those Epstein places. All right? So that's the thing. How do you think they lure all those victims in? In 99% of cases, if they were not kidnapped, it's because they lure them with money. I give you a little change. You can do something strange. I give you a little change for you to do something strange. Those people, they don't have no morality in them. There is no morality. Morality doesn't exist in their function because they want to have fun. You know how much money you gotta have? Whereby 100 million. When you have $100 million, geez, what is it can you buy immediately right now that is gonna actually improve, change your life, make your life better? What do you need to buy? There is no product on the planet of this earth that you buy one time that will worth $100 million and by tomorrow you want something different. What is it? Even flying to the moon, it does not cost $100 million. So until people start understanding this, they lure you in with your deepest desire. And once they figure out your deepest desire, you have a price. They'll literally put a price on your head. I have a price too, but I ain't opened my eyes. Hey, that shit is not happening. No, pause. Everybody has a price. That is what Epstein file really showed, to a different spectrum. Because who's going to hold them accountable? Forget it. Nobody's going to hold them accountable. Because why? The shit is so ingested in the system, is beyond comprehension. But the point he made about the billionaires is that if you want to be a billionaire, something is wrong with your head. You're actually not fundamentally, you're not mentally okay. Go and look at all the billionaires. Tell me how many of them is mentally okay. There is an obsession. There's something they want more. It's the spirit of wanting more. When your money is transgressed 100,000, 200,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, then how much money do you need to make before you feel satisfied? So it's not about money is not the drive. Then there's something else you're yearning for. And when you achieve that thing, there's going to be something else that has to replace the previous feeling that you had. That's why they're all mentally. I bet let's move forward. Next topic.
Private equity is literally going to destroy our economy. And guess how they're going to do it? It's 2008. Private equity is literally doing 2008. Hooray! So here's how it's going to work. Once upon a time, there was a little company by the name of Toys R Us. You may remember it. Well, it was purchased by a private... Whoa! That was a hole. And Toys R Us was purchased by a private equity firm. And this private equity firm purchased Toys R Us by taking in a very large amount of debt. They used that debt to then buy Toys R Us. We order you to take responsibility for all of the debt we just used to purchase you. So now Toys R Us was responsible for paying that debt. Then what happened is the private equity firm began absolutely extracting every possible penny they could from Toys R Us in order to pay dividends to the investors of the private equity firm. And this, combined with the fact that Toys R Us was also paying for all the debt that was used to purchase them, put such a strain on the company that it collapsed. And this is basically how private equity has been buying up our entire economy over the last decade or so. They have been taking debt, buying the company with the debt, and then making the company responsible for paying that debt. And it has been collapsing businesses all across our economy. And the number of them collapsing is escalating year on year on year on year. Now, this would be really bad for the banks, right? Because if all of these companies keep collapsing, they're not paying back the debt used to buy them, and then the bank loses all the money on their debt. So you'd expect the natural economic counterbalancing would be that the banks stop issuing such risky debt, right? Well, no. Because what the first thing the bank does with all of these private equity loans is, say it with me, folks, package them up into collateralized investments. It's literally fucking 2008 again. The banks are issuing out loans to people who are not going to pay them back, and instead of being responsible for the outcomes of those loans, they're packaging them together into deceptive debt collateralized investments that are then sold off to us. So then, when all of them fail, we're the ones who bore the brunt of it. And the rich, the wealthy, the elite, they get to walk away with ownership of our entire economy and a 10% year-over-year return on investment. We really cannot trust the wealthy to be in charge of our society. Like, this is actually becoming a problem. It has barely been a decade since the 2008 financial crisis, and the elite are just like, yeah, let's do it again.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the office. Yeah, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. That shit is not going anywhere soon. It's not going anywhere soon. It's only going to be worse now. The most powerful, the most influential people in this world, they control everything. They can shut down all my social media account right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. So what is the alternative? That is why it's really sad that when you're a truth speaker, when you like to so-called speak the truth, or you have the gumption to say things that most people don't want to say, they've designed all this algorithm to suppress you the best way they can, because you're going to trigger a lot of curiosity in terms of start asking a lot of truth. The economy is going to collapse. You can best believe that. It's going to collapse. And I think this oil crisis that we have right now is the first domino to fall. Then the second one is going to be, and a lot of businesses have been filling this with this so-called AI probability and propaganda and all those things. All right? I get it. I understand. But in most cases, I think a lot of people need to truly understand how things works. The private equity firms, there's a new one that they're making now. It's beautiful. There was a movie clip that was a guy that did explain this. It was an old movie like that. And that's exactly what they're doing. Literally, like par for par, what they're doing. They'll take old debt, repackage it, rebrand it, call it a new name, put it out there for you to buy again and start again. So technically, it's still the same old debt. They didn't throw it away. They just repackage it. Who does it most? Check your stores. Anytime they say there's a sale, peel up the sticker. You look underneath the sticker. You will see another sticker. Look underneath that sticker. You keep going. It's a rabbit hole. You keep going. Different prices, different day. It's just price gouging. When who should talk, you cannot talk. How dare you talk? Who are you? And yet they want me to buy those products. So that's why I've, started seeing that. I don't even eat anymore now. I just want to open my mouth to the air. I'll be satisfied that way. It's better. Because that's exactly what they're looking for. And you don't have leaders who will speak on your behalf. If you speak too much, you're disruption. You're too. They'll start giving you all those stupid fucking technicalities, which fucking irritates me like shit. All right, let's summarize what we talked about today. All right, let's summarize everything we talked about. Then I get out of here. The first one was the man that called the immigration, ISIS, the ICE in America. He called it on the people he employed to come and fix his house. American people, I just want to ask you a simple question though. Is this how really messed up your culture and your societies over there? Please put in the comment section, let me know. Because I'm curious, because I have a lot of families who live there and I really don't understand how they even survive there. If somebody can do something like that, that alone is an abomination. You called me to come and do your job for you. I did your job for you. Then you have the audacity to call the ISIS immigration on me to come and remove. Let's move on. What was the next conversation? The one I crashed out on. A Karen in the office, which happened to be a white woman, went online, went to knock a door of a man sitting in his so-and-so called gym outfit. And she basically tell him categorically that you don't belong here. And it got me almost teary because I've been in that situation many times. Whereby people start asking you stupid question. Who are you? What are you doing here? How dare you be here? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But this is the experience of a black man every day. And because it was said, it will make people feel uncomfortable because you think, I'm not saying you're racist. I'm not saying that you have a racist bone in you. Even though we know many of you use the N-word in closed doors. We know many of you use the N-words in places that we can't even begin to say. Many of you, we know exactly how you truly feel. You know what I mean? We know, but we just keep it stepping. That's why in corporate environment or any working environment as a black man, as a black woman, you just have to learn how to shut the fuck up. Just take your paycheck and go home. Yes, sir. No, ma. Yes, I'm done. No, I'm not done. Keep it stepping. That's the best thing for you. You talk too much. Once they call into that office that we need to have a discussion, they will probe your performance. They will probe your punctuality. They will look into what you do very well. They will highlight a lot of things you don't do well. Then they start giving you that. They need to start performance managing you. Once they say that, they already made up their mind they need to get rid of you. Yeah, I'll be snitching like a mother sucker. But when you have an environment whereby you see some women or some men or some people in general, just because you're a black man or you're a black woman, your presence just irritates them naturally. Yes, does that happen? 1000%. Do we have anyone to advocate on our behalf? Nobody. You speak too much, they don't give you opportunity. You don't speak too much, you don't get no opportunity. You are in that environment, you have an opinion, oh, you are a trouble to the culture. You don't have any opinion, you're not contributing enough to the culture. If you don't know how to kiss an ass, you don't get an opportunity. If you kiss too much ass, they start being very suspicious of you. There is nothing you do. There is no angle that you fall into. You will never get an opportunity because why? Your presence just irritates them because what? You are not supposed to be there in the first place. So they set all kind of various barriers for you. You have to overcome so much barriers for you to get just minute little chances. In most organizations, most business I've seen that when there's a problem, they're not really looking to fix the problem. They want to diagnose problems. That's what most people like to do. They will diagnose problems for you. Say, okay, this is what is going on, and they can decide. They want that decision to come from them. You are not allowed to make those decisions. That is how it works. All right? This is what happens in a corporate environment. I've seen it with my two naked eyes. I've been there many times. That's why sometimes I go to place, I just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Don't see anything. Don't have an opinion. Don't have an idea. Just take your punches and learn how to go and put lipstick on your mouth because you have to kiss a lot of ass. You have to kiss a lot of asses. If you don't know how to kiss ass, you will not survive in a corporate environment. You cannot have an opinion. Because what? Everybody there takes everything personally. You are not allowed to do your job the best way you can because by you doing your job, it's going to highlight other person that is not doing your job. That is how it works. And to call it straight, you are expected to be very stupid and very foolish because number one, you're a black man. A black man does not get an opportunity because we are not technically supposed to be smart enough for us to be able to do things properly. That's why we don't get chances, we don't get opportunity. And when you have an opinion like I do, it even makes it even worse. Learn how to pick your battles. Learn how to pick your fight. All right? Don't get yourself in trouble. Shut the fuck up. Put the lipstick on your lips and kiss a lot of asses as much as you can because that's the only way you're ever gonna get a chance. If you complain too much, they'll stick it to you right in your ass like Diddy. And that's how it works. Pause. No Diddy. Let's move on. What was the next thing I talked about again? The guy that said that he had no reason for him to have kids. Like I said straight up, you are a selfish brother. If you think the reason why you don't want to have kids is because the people who have kids, they have kids because they're selfish. It shows that you yourself, you're selfish. Because for you to raise kids, you have to be selfless. If you're not selfless, you cannot be a parent. You cannot. Every parent out there, you think it comes easy for them to have kids? Neither the one that have kids for all the right reasons or all the wrong reasons. You think it's easy? You have to be a selfless individual for you to raise kids. Just for the fact that you're looking for qualification or the reason to rechange or reframe your mind, it means naturally you are not selfless. You are actually the selfish one. I don't want to waste too much of your time on you. Let's just go again. What's the next one? The one about the linking. Good Lord, have mercy on my soul. Yes, I'm going to close a lot of channels because I've given up on linking a long time ago. It's never been a place where it needs to be. So I'm going to post a podcast about it. I'll be in a corporate environment and I'll make sure that when I say what I say, it has nothing to do with the business that I present. I'm just speaking just in general terms. The level of fakeness on LinkedIn need to be studied. LinkedIn is an app or a software or a platform that full with so much inauthenticity. There is no authenticity there on LinkedIn. None. It is just a place whereby you can just put a balloon in your mouth. You can just inflate your ego as much as you can. It's just a corporate show me your ass and see how far I can blow air right up into your ass. That's what LinkedIn is. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. And I'm going to do something about it this week. I've had enough of it. I am going to say it. And if it doesn't give me an opportunity, no problem. I'll know that I'm already blackballed in so many places already. I'll be blackballed on LinkedIn. I'm happy to be blackballed on LinkedIn. It's okay. Let's move. Let's keep it stepping. What next did I talk about? We're back. All right, good. This is not fucking TikTok. I shouldn't be lagging at all. A father that is trying to educate his daughter about men teaching and being responsible. We get it. A lot of women today, they like to challenge authority. Okay? Many of them like to challenge authority. They don't listen. So the thing is that don't go back and forth with them. You say something, they don't want to follow through, leave it, just walk away. Just walk away. Don't say too much at all. There's no need. If they don't want to listen, it's okay. They can be as combative as they want to be. It's not going to work. I'm not combative to women at all. There is how things go. If you don't want to do it that way, keep it stepping. I wish you all the best. The next one we talked about was an old grandpa that was telling about billionaires. Billionaires, they don't have morality. When you make over 100 million, and you still need more money, something is wrong with you mentally. You're not mentally okay. You're actually mentally, psychologically cooked. But guess what? 99.9% of the population of this entire world, everybody wants to be a billionaire. So technically, all of us, we're cooked in the air. Something is wrong with us. Because the people that a lot of people would like to be like, they want to live their lifestyle. These people, they are psychologically cooked. Check the Epstein files. That will clarify it for you. What else again? We talk about the all these firms that buy everything, liquidate it, put debt on the business, then sell it again, repackage it. Then the banks will do it again. I've told you, these are some of the most dangerous people we have in this world. Literally, hands down. These are institutions. The politician, the banks, your pastors. There's one more. There's four. There's the politician, the pastors, the banks. There is one more. There are four. I call them the 4 Ps. Those are the ones that control this world. They literally control everything we go through in this world. Your politician, your pastors, the banks. There is one more. I can't remember the last one. My memory is forgetting me a little bit. There's one more. When I remember it, I'll repost it for you guys to listen to it. I think I did a topic about it on one of my videos. Is in one of the videos on the live stream section. So if you go to my YouTube page, and one more thing again, please guys, subscribe. I know you guys like to watch me. You peep yourself like your CIA or FBI. Subscribe to the platform, all right? It's just free. I'm not charging you. I'm not selling you any course. I'm not telling you to buy any program. Subscribe to the platform when you watch these videos. It takes me hours before I turn on the live stream, all right? So like I said, there's four institutions in this world that control this world. Your politician, your pastors, your banks. I think there's one more. I'm very, very sure there is one more. I call them the 4 Ps. They control every fucking thing we do every day. They control every stupid thing that happens in our life. Neither you like it or not, they control. You understand? They control every fucking thing that we go through. Neither you like it, neither or not, it doesn't matter. The 4 Ps are the ones that really, really, really control our lives. I want to try and check because I did a video about it years ago. I think I titled something about the four Ps. They control everything we do. And if you don't want to play ball, they will make your life a living hell for you. They will make sure. Aha! See, that's why I see. Archive is very good. Your politicians, your banks, your billionaires. Okay? The billionaires, your politician, your bank, the billionaires, politician, banks, billionaires, politician. Jesus, why am my brain freezing right now? let me check it again right here. Your billionaires, your banks, your politicians. Okay, there are 3. These are the people that really control this world. Billionaires, politicians, and banks. They work hand to hand together. Go and check it if you think I'm lying. That is why you can whinge all you want. You can cry all you want. You can want to blame God, blame Muhammad, blame Jesus, blame everybody. Complain all you want. These are the people that controls the world. You don't play ball, they will take it away from you. It's just that simple. They don't fuck around. They do not fuck around. You don't play ball, oh, they're gonna make your life a fucking living hell. That is how it works. So stop whinging. Go and learn how to be satisfied with the little things that you have. Because if you're not satisfied, God forbid, you might have to do something strange for some little change. Yeah, that's how it works. You will have to do something strange for some little change. That is how the billionaires work. What you find fun is boring to them. What they find fun is it will scare the shit out of you. That's why I say many of them, they're mentally cooked in the head. They are not normal. Because there's a level of wealth you need to have that you feel, you know what? I'm good. Everything else, because how much money do you need to spend a day? How much money do you need to spend a day? How much? How much money do you need to spend in your lifetime? Elon has more money than the entire population of this of the earth put together. One man. How much Zoborodo or how much vodka does he want to drink a day? How much chicken? How much? Elon Musk can be spending $1 million a day in his lifetime. He will have about 200 and something lifetime before he can finish that money. Even though he grow up to 100 years old, that's how much money he has. So that's it. Food for thought. Please, if you enjoy this sort of content, don't be stingy with your fingers. Subscribe. All right? Subscribe and support the show. I need your support. Please do me a favor. Let's ask ourselves an honest question. Where are we going to get to when we start saying the word for what it is? All right? Thank you very much for listening to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys again at another time. Like I always say before I leave. Shout out to Mr. Eddie Griffin. He's one of my favorite comedians. He said, thinking is not illegal. But I now said, thinking is not illegal, but you can pay me so I